Mom's getting ready to be happy.
Yeah, right?
I bet you it's gonna be as good as I think it is. Hell yeah. This is what From Field to Table is all about. We absolutely love it. Y'all should try it. Man, talk about fresh. This is really about as fresh as it's going to get. Eddie and I literally caught this fish on the boat, Kachimak Bay, pulled it up, filleted it, and vacuum sealed it actually on the boat. Now we've got it here at our home, and we're gonna fix a brand new recipe. In fact, almost everything that we do is all hoofed animals, and now we've got all this awesome fish. So I actually called Chef Wutsch yesterday and just asked him, like, hey man, you got a recipe? He came up with one right out of the gate, typed it up, sent it, emailed it to me, and so we are going to fix for you guys a Thai chili halibut, actually more specific, a sweet Thai chili halibut. We've got half a cup of sweet Thai sauce, which makes sense since that's what it's called. We've got a quarter cup of soy. And then I already mixed together 2 tablespoons of fish sauce and a tablespoon of rice vinegar. So we're just gonna kind of mix all that together. Actually, I got one more thing too. Can't forget the lime. So we get a juice of a whole lime. I'm not gonna worry about the seeds. 1/2. The second half. All this is just gonna go directly over the fish. Make sure we get all this coated really good. So what we're going to do, we're going to let this marinate for a couple of hours, fire up the grill, and get it cooked up that way. One thing I forgot to mention, I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but there was actually 2 bigger slabs and the kind of little bitty smaller pieces. Pretty sure the bigger slabs were the fish that I caught, and these little bitty ones were definitely the ones that Eddie caught. So anyway, just want to make sure that was pointed out. Lid's going on, going in the fridge for a couple hours, get some good flavors going. Then it'll be time to fire it up. Those right there. So here's what we've done so far. We've marinated the fish actually for a couple hours. You can get away with an hour. We've drained the marinade out. We've got the halibut laying here. This one's gonna be absolutely loaded with flavor. Not only do we have the marinade, we're getting ready to make a dry rub to show you. Then on top of that, we're also gonna have a glaze for the final step while we're grilling. So here's what we've got. For the dry rub, we've got a tablespoon of brown sugar, and then these next ingredients are all 1 teaspoon, which first one here is ground coriander, then some paprika. This thing is just gonna be loaded with flavor. What amazes me about Chef Wutsch is how quick he just comes up with stuff like this. Kosher salt, also 1 teaspoon. Black pepper, a teaspoon. And then we get down to the cumin and cayenne pepper is just a 1/4 teaspoon. And we're gonna mix all of this together and rub it on the halibut. So one of the toughest things about grilling fish, or at least for me anyway, is that it sticks to the grill. So I've been doing some reading, some research on maybe ways to prevent that. So we're actually gonna try a couple of things that I've never done before, so hopefully it works. One of them kind of intrigued me, and that was to put a thin coating of mayo on your fish before you put it on the grill. We're gonna season the grill too, but in my mind that probably kind of burns off really quick. but we'll at least make sure it's really good and clean. So we're just gonna put a thin layer on, and I can promise you that with all the flavor that we've got on this, with the dry rub, the marinade, and then a glaze, you're not gonna taste any mayo. But the idea is that because of how thick the mayo is, it sticks to the fish better, and will hopefully keep it from sticking, and we can have some pretty grill marks. No promises though. So we're gonna coat both sides, put the rub on top of the mayo, and we'll see what happens. We all may be having a laugh at my expense here in a little bit. I know Eddie will appreciate that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I will.
That's what I thought. Okay, so this is the rub that we just put together. We're gonna put a good amount on there, both sides. All right, so the final step of this flavor bomb is going to be our glaze. Super, super simple, equal parts of 3 ingredients. 1/4 cup of butter, do a 1/4 cup of honey, and another 1/4 cup of the sweet Thai chili sauce. That's it, that's simple. We're just gonna set that to the side. We'll mix it up here. We'll set it to the side, and that will be the very last thing that's used whenever we flip the halibut over for the last time. Have some good grill marks on there. Let it sit in the grill for just a second, and it'll be ready to go. We're gonna throw these on here and get this party started. Just right in the middle, and then we'll do these smaller ones over here off to the side. All right, so these small ones are ready for a turn. Let's see how we did on not sticking. Oh, look at that, didn't stick. The combination of the mayo and seasoning the grill really well, didn't stick at all. All right, so one of the things that we do with this fish is cook about 75 to 80% on one side, and then the other 20 to 25 on the other side, so you're not flipping it back and forth. These smaller pieces, I'm going to go ahead and put the glaze on. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip these thicker pieces, because they're going to be ready to flip. See how we did on those. See how fragile that is. Put some love on that one. Those are almost done already. That is going to be so good.
Did you get your snack?
I got a little bitty snack. Not much to it, but you guys won't want to try this. It's not very good. I'll take care of it. All right, so we finally got them pulled off the grill. Everything worked well. They didn't stick to the grill, and we are ready to chow down and eat some halibut. This is our all-time favorite fish to eat, and this is really the first time of us fixing it this way. Like I said earlier, this is the recipe that Chef Wutsch came up with. What? You look like something's different. All right, something is actually different. Yeah, I've got on a different shirt. This is the same hat that I've been wearing. This is our 3rd time to redo this recipe, just because of technical difficulties. I won't throw Eddie under the bus. The first time may have been his fault. The second one, we have no idea what happened. We tried sending this to the editors twice. It didn't make it to them. So we originally filmed this like 6 weeks ago, I think is when we first filmed it. We just got back from Alaska. We were excited to eat some halibut. Chef gave us the recipe. And anyway, it just didn't pan out. So anyway, we're doing it again. We've got it all put together. And it's actually worked out better anyway, because Eddie and I are usually doing this during the middle of the day. And so then it's kind of an off meal. And this is a good evening time meal. And it's worked out really good because now Deborah can sit down and eat with us. And Eddie's brought his girlfriend who loves to be on camera. So say hi to Brittany, everybody. And so she's going to have dinner with us. Eddie's going to get to sit down and eat with us, and then we don't have to just go right back to work. So anyway, I am going to give this a quick bite off of this piece. And I bet you it's going to be as good as I think it is. Hell yeah. This is absolutely good stuff. This is what From Field to Table is all about. We absolutely love it. Y'all should try it.